Dass ich die Klammer zu, aber auch von alleine geht. Okay, we're all set up to go with this coverage, as are the guys. Apparently Maximilian Gredl really is Affinity. Huh? Oh no, we're still waiting on that, on the confirm on that actually. Last look up, pretty sure I remember him. What's going on here? The sides were switched yet again? Last look up is sitting on the right, or what is it? Oh yeah. Last look up mirror match.
Einige Spieler, eure Final Standings nach der dritten Runde, werden alle aufgehängt. Und zwar hier links, Backstage, rechts neben Namen und Vornamen Eingang. Die Plätze 16 bis 9 Mailänder kommen bitte auf die Bühne, um sich den Preis abzuholen. Die Plätze 1 bis 8 finden sich bitte in der Top 8 Area ein und finden die direkt vor der Feature Area, vor dem großen GT.
Okay, so what is he now, this Gredl dude? Does he affinitize?
Yeah.
Yes, he is Affinity. Sweet. So let's check out the list. What does he have? He has a Thoughtcast. He has a Welding Jar. He has a Master of Ethereum. He has some interesting stuff.
Yeah, instead of playing just 4 Galvanic Blast or 4 Thoughtcast, he just plays 1 Jar, 1 Master of Ethereum, 1 Thoughtcast, Galvanic Blast. Maybe he didn't know what to do, but maybe he was greedily for the right top decks.
Yeah, maybe so, man. This guy really trying to max his opportunities to top deck the one-off in every given situation. Man, those puns are terrible. But what can we say, man?
Yeah, we will see if Lars gets lucky or not.
Yeah, it might happen.
Yeah, did we have this matchup today yet? Affinity
No, I
against Twin?
think
No.
I think we didn't have this matchup today. So what kind of matchup is this, though? This seems like something I would guess where Twin should just be ahead.
Yeah,
right?
by far. Especially the version of Max plays only 3 Galvanic Blasts, so that's
Right,
even less
right.
outs against the combo.
Pretty wicked, and I can see it right here. Last look up, of course, sitting on the 4. We didn't know this in round. Oh, no, we did know this in round 2. No, we didn't know, right? We didn't have this list. Only now we can see it, and we can tell you now. And he has 4 Bolt, 4 Path to Exile. So even one Electrolyze, 4 Snapcaster, of course. So he will just be making short work out of all the creatures, basically, for Maximilian, only leaving him with the biggest pieces of crap imaginable. I can see fucking Ornithopter hanging out, but that's it. Everything else is probably going to get killed off, like 2 Spell Snare for the Ravagers and stuff like that. Really a tough matchup, and then at his leisure, he can just finish it with a twin combo or with whatever, really. Last look up total control position, he can just make sure that he just takes the explosiveness right out of the Affinity start with just an interesting 1 cheap removal on the key creature. Should do it. And yeah, but maybe it doesn't happen, like you never know, man. This Affinity dude, he can just dump his whole hand on the table in turn 1 and that's it. Like, it can always happen. And then top deck, like plating, you know. And what are you gonna do? That's his life.
Yeah, last deck is not that bad against Cradle Plating. Whichever creature Max equips, he can just tap with Exarch and then untap. So that's another turn he will get.
That's right, but hey, what is up with that? I only noticed it now. Last look up in his deck, 23 land. Isn't that a little greedy? I hear he has 4 Serum Visions, but what the hell, man? Wouldn't you want to play like 25?
Here's Serum Visions, Wall of Omen, Electrolyze, Remand.
Ah, okay.
So I can see why he'd do that.
Yeah, he has like 2 Wall, 1 Electrolyze and stuff, 3 Remand. But yeah, you're right. I guess he can kind of move through the deck quickly enough. And he has clunky shit. He has like 1 Cryptic Command only. But of course, the 4 Snapcasters cost like at least 3 mana all the time. Then like the 2 Restoration Angel, 1 Kiki Jiki, and like 3 Splinter Twin. That's just really intense. Oh, and there we go. Maximilian Gredl already dumping it on the table like there was no tomorrow. Emptying his hand almost on turn 1. Last look up can only look on. Will fetch for the random land. Probably blue-red dual land. Oh no, we never know. It might be anything.
Yeah, if you get Steam Vents, he will bolt the Volt Scourge end of turn.
I don't know if he should bolt this Volt Scourge.
Enters tapped.
Yeah, man, he probably, I don't know, man. Those creatures are so crappy. I'm pretty sure last lookup can just let it go. 23 is standard? Well, there we go. Hey, it looks low to me, what can I say? But hey, if that's what everybody's doing, far be it from me. I'm pretty sure the last twin list I played had like 26 land, maybe 25. Dickman twin with Desolate Lighthouse, but well. Long time ago, blue-red only. Okay, good to know. Thanks for that info. I really couldn't read up on the deck because I had just for holidays and stuff. No way for me to be informed. I was following it a couple months ago. I am not up to date on the newest whatever, but I get to see it right here. I got the list right in front of me, so I know what's up in these matches anyway.
Yeah, recently in Madrid, the second place played Twin Exarch, and he also ran 23 lands.
Ah, okay, we got the decks right here. So
Yeah.
there we go. Apparently validated by the general public. I got nothing more to add. As I was worried about for Maximilian Gredel, Spellsnare conveniently hitting that Arcbound Ravager. Now Gredel really not having anything going on. His door is so unimpressive if he doesn't manage to resolve a big threat. But I'm not seeing it. Signal Pass. Yeah, man, that's gonna eat a bolt. Spells Guide. Now, okay. Sweet. Snapcaster Spellsnare. Nice board development. Is he gonna trade for the Memnite? What do you think? Probably yeah, right? I mean, you want to cut down on this kind of behavior.
What else will the Snapcaster
Right.
do?
Oh, he would re-attack. Look at that. He would just be taking it. We need the life totals, by the way. What's happening? Because 2020 is not going to be correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the right play here is to block with Snapcaster Mage. Unless you want to edge it out with Restoration Angel to get some more blocks. But
To that, you could be going for that. I don't know.
that plan takes too long.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to straight re-raise. I don't know, really. I don't know. Like, could we see his hand? Maybe he has all removal and the Snapcaster, and that's it. And he just wants to make the beatdowns. But I'm not so sure about this. If he blocks the thing now, he saves like one. He would be having one more life. Yeah, no, creatures attacking left and right in 2020 is not correct. Let's just kind of assume that it's going to be like 16 to 22 or something. That's good enough for those guys. No, that's not how I mean it, but like, we don't know this any better right now. Sorry, we're trying to approximate this sort of. This should be about what they have. If anybody else knows any better, this. Yeah, we will get this sorted out. My lovely assistant is taking care of it. Unfortunately, there is no video. Okay, now seems like 2 more damage are coming through in the air. Lookout probably going to 14. What the hell? Rede up to 24. At least the Memnite isn't doing anything now either, so maybe it paid off for just 1 life. He got the opportunity to keep the Snapcaster around. Memnite shut down by Wall of Omens. Not doing anything. If it does get lippy, maybe you can still block it with the Snapcaster later. So that's all good. And now though, last Lookout needs to just take good care. Oh, he's going for the value engine. And there is no Galvanic Blast right now to stop it. Wall of Omens will be making so many tokens. Drawing him those cards. And this is really acceptable because Lastros has so much removal. If he can get a card advantage engine like this, he almost doesn't need the pure win combo. From this point on, he can maybe even grind it out. I mean, we've seen Last really top deck a lot of lands in his round 1 or round 2 match. I think it was against Grixis Control with Keranos. He was just ripping lands like a motherfucker. It was really unfortunate. But in this situation, maybe this doesn't repeat itself. Like, he will make the wall token. There it is. The judge supplies even the random token, even though it will be dead right away, pretty much. But why now? Ah, okay, so he can still choose to kill the Signal Pest in the beginning of combat. Now look at this. The beatdowns in the air. Everybody is coming by. Double Ravager. This is going to be a huge turn. I don't know if Last Lookout is going to be able to survive this. This seems to be quite the damage. The Signal Pest is just like... The Ravager can almost do it by himself. This is like 2, 4, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can do exactly 11. If he just goes all in, he can sacrifice Signal. Basically, it is Vault Scourge and Memnite coming through 4/4, hitting him to 7. So he needs like 7 artifacts. He can just sacrifice the land, the Ravager, the Signal Pest, the other Ravager, the Springleaf Drum, and the Infect Land. Exactly 6 modular counters plus the 1 modular from the other Ravager. 7 counters plus 7 on the Memnite. I don't know, he might be going for it, although I don't know about this. If there is a path, this is trouble. He can't just sacrifice all the... no, he didn't. Okay, he just kind of sacrificed the one thing. Post-combat he plays this. So, I think... Last Lookup taking 5 damage. Going on to 7. Maximilian Gredel up to 24 again. I wonder why he didn't modulate it on the Vault Scourge, though. Is it really better on the Memnite? Maybe he was, I don't know what, worried about his path. I guess maybe you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, but now it's so sad because that Memnite 3/2 still when it attacks with the Signal Pest. Okay, now maybe with the second Signal Pest, you know, but other than that... Or maybe that was what he was going for, though. Maybe he actually just was going for pumping it to a range where then with the second Signal Pest, the Wall of Omens wouldn't be able... But then again, nobody cares about that. He just has the tokens all the time. I think still he would have been better off just pumping the Vault Scourge. Getting the more life might have been irrelevant, but just putting that additional counter on the evasion creature is unlikely that it would have eaten a Path to Exile anyway. Plus, if it did, that would have been pretty sweet. You could just sacrifice it to the Ravager. Whatever, it's all good. So that really wasn't necessary. Now all this does is give Last Lookup the opportunity to prevent yet another point of damage. With that Wall of Omens token barely clinging onto his life 24/7, the kind of life total we rarely see. Usually 16-9 is the score. I'm a way bigger fan when this comes up, though. Anyway, this Affinity Onslaught is pretty severe. Maximilian Gredel doing what Affinity does best, just playing it all and just attacking all the time. No hesitation. At least I hope he's not hesitating. Like, what is he gonna do if he just gets the attack step here? I mean, I don't know what they're thinking about, but there's like so much damage. Why would he not attack? Why would he not attack?
He thinks of Restoration Angel.
Okay.
Restoration Angel might wreck Maximilian.
What's this? Also, there is Path and Bolt. Okay. All of a sudden, Maximilian down to almost nothing. Path on the Ravager and then Bolt in response to the modular target really decimated everything. Look at this. He now has even more Bolt. Maximilian Gredel reduced to attacking for 0, getting Last Lookup to untap with Splintering on the Wall of Omens. Oh, gee.
In the other match for top 8, because all other top 8s are basically locked if they just draw. We have, again, Chris Reichel did this with his Grixis control deck against Julian Mockenhaupt playing Tron. But we will come to that once this Gredel against Lookhaupt finishes.
Yeah, hopefully this Christoph guy is doing what he does best, getting the game to time, playing it Dr. Höhl style. Being undefeated though, really great results. Like I'm saying, this is looking so strong for Last Lookout though. Look at this, he doesn't even need anything to win. That's just it. He will just be drawing a card a turn. Maximilian totally shut down, needs double Galvanic Blast to win. Only plays 3, so it's tough. Maybe he can use the one Thoughtcast to like rip into it, Yugi style. Just top deck both right now. He can believe in it and then it's possible. But not gonna happen, I think. Last Lookout kind of just needs to make sure, be very careful to not go down further. Killing this now so that he doesn't even is able to be infected out. And yeah, man, that's it. I mean, No damage. There is the another Nexus, no hand. Last lookup drawing like crazy. Having more twin in hand even. Can go ahead and drop twin on the Snapcaster Mage as well. To just so many flashbacks and whatnot. That'd be pretty sweet. Such flashback. Mini Snapcaster, whatever.
Wow.
And too bad that we're missing the face cam right now. I would be so looking to the side like you wouldn't believe. Anyway, there it is. Maximilian Gredel accepts defeat. Doesn't drag out the inevitable anymore. Last lookup just commanding board position. Really a nice draw. Just like I said, if you draw this many bolts, Path to Exile and Snapcaster, what is supposed to happen, right? He just totally crossed everything. He had removal to spare. He could just point the path, act the Ravager. The Ravager, of course, got sacrificed. Doesn't matter. Bolt on the target also. Takes care of everything. Really nice play. Well, by last lookout, really nice hand, actually. Just takes care of everything. Plays it safe. Isn't too greedy to drop the Spinatron just on the wall. Sees that he has the opportunity to seize the game with this Maximilian Gredel. Slight mistakes. Didn't play as optimally, but I don't think he had a chance either way. Last lookup, just too strong a draw. And the matchup in general, man. This deck, it just looks like there's no way this can go wrong. What is in the sideboard now from Lars? What can Lars bring in?
Last can bring in maybe Engineered Explosives to deal with the 1-drops, Signal Pest, and the Springleaf Drum. Or maybe even put it on 2 counters for Cranial Plating. Steel Overseer, very important to get rid of Spells Guide. He will definitely bring in Stony Silence and Wear Tear.
Yeah, okay.
I can also imagine him bringing Spells Guide. That's useful against Archmont Ravager counters sometimes.
Yeah, well, that's pretty narrow though, right? I mean, he could do it, just have one more 0-4. But I don't know if that is the way you want to go. Because looking at Maximilian's list, what is he really going to absorb? Really only this ever, like everything else just can't work. You can only get this trigger. Oh no, there is also Welding Jar, he didn't see it. Galvanic Blast, you don't really want to be paying to redirect it to the Spell Sky. Probably is pointed at the Spell Sky in the first place. What is this? Jirapur Ether Grid, I don't know.
Yeah, I can imagine that Maximilian brings
But like,
in
what is it?
the Ether Grid. It's an enchantment, fairly recent. 3 mana with an activated ability, tap 2 artifacts you control to deal 1 damage to target creature or player. So if
it's this.
yeah, if Maximilian assumes he will not win with his creatures attacking, just play creatures and make any 2 permanents a dot.
Yeah, pretty nice, I guess, in certain matchups. In this matchup, not going to cut
What is
it because his problem will be he just won't be having enough creatures. I don't know how he's going to go about this. Maybe he'll try to Dura some Thoughtseize, the removal away. For sure he's bringing in the 1 Torpor Orb, but that even, I don't know. That sure does shut down like all the options in almost in Last Lookup's deck. Although Wall of, no. Just everything has a constant play trigger. Except Kiki Jiki. So funny, you can then make copies of whatever, but that won't have any trigger either. So that would be so sad. The worst. Thereby, if this 1 Torpor Orb comes by, Last Lookup will be able to counter top deck the 1 Wear Tear to be rid of it. Otherwise, that's it. He will not be able to get anything going.
Yeah, he might get the 1 Cryptic Command.
Yeah. Oh, he might get the 1 Cryptic Command. Right. I forgot about that. But he also the Engineered Explosives, I guess, for 2. He's going to bring it in, then he can pop it still.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. You think he's going to bring in the Kitchen Finks there, right? Although I don't know.
Kitchen Finks, no.
No? What about Pia and Kiran Nalado, for sure, right?
Oh, yes.
An awesome one. He has one of this in sideboard. That's definitely coming in. The Thopter token, so strong.
It brings
Against Maximilian Gredel.
Yeah.
This guy in general, just Siege Gang Commander. It will wreak havoc on the board. Maximilian Gredel, no chance against this. So, yeah, man. Last Lookup sideboard, the most interesting thing. 14 different cards. We already saw him earlier. Just spamming that 1 Rest in Peace. Winning the game instantly, pretty much, against the Grixis Delver guy. He just couldn't get anything done anymore all of a sudden. That was pretty convincing. And this guy has all kinds of one-offs in his sideboard for every situation. I wonder why. Like, it seems... Well, of course it seems random, but, like, also why... I just don't get it. Although it makes sense in a way. Because if you look stuff at, like, Rest in Peace, you really don't want the second one. Right? Because the second one isn't going to do anything. So
Yeah.
1 is enough. Same with 1 Blood Moon. So maybe he's just thinking, okay, I will either have it or I won't. And that's it. And it's like nice to have, but at least I never got any duplicates. Interestingly enough, the one card that is duplicated is sideboard Stony Silence. Like, this is the one card that he will need the most in any matchup. Like, why though? Because, although I guess it's good against other decks, right? Like, what about Green Red Tron? Is that pretty affected by Stony Silence? No,
It
right?
stops Expedition Map.
stops
Chromatic
Relic.
Sphere.
Chromatic Sphere, Chromatic Star also? No.
Chromatic Star, yeah, all artifacts.
Okay.
It stops
right,
all
yeah.
artifacts. Spell's Guide,
Oblivion Stone,
very
Mindslaver.
Mindslaver is not played much
Not
anymore.
played anymore? Okay.
No, that's 5 years ago.
Okay.
Or maybe
5
more.
years ago. Okay, yeah, I admit it. It could be 5 years ago.
Yeah, Mindslaver is 5 years ago.
Yeah, you're right. Mindset was like €2.
Yeah. It
Yeah, right. Maybe Last Look Up History is sitting on a random sideboard, but it's working out for him. He has tools for every situation. Maybe not the most consistent way to draw him, but maybe then again, with this deck, how many things do you want to take out, really, right? Maybe it's just nice to just sort of put one off of everything in the sideboard. You will always have like a couple cards that you can side in any matchup. I mean, I like his sideboard so far. It seemed to serve him pretty well, too. 6-1-1, no slouch. Last Look Up, as we heard, pretty good player, too. Definitely.
I can imagine that he has so many one-offs in the sideboard, because what cards will you take out?
Yeah,
you have to
exactly.
keep the Deceiver Exarch in every matchup. You may sideboard out Kiki Jiki, I can imagine that. You want to keep Restoration Angel, Snapcaster Mage in every matchup. Sometimes you want to take out Wall of Omen, I can see that.
You can take out the Click.
You
can take out the Dispel sometimes. You can take out the Electrolyze.
Yeah, but at most you can take out 3 or 4 cards.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's taking out very few cards, bringing in like select high-impact sideboard cards, useful in different matchups. So like, I don't know, man. Maybe it is a card sideboard, but maybe not. Like, I don't want to be shitting on people like that just because they play 14 different cards. Maybe they got it all figured out. And like I'm saying, dude, this guy has the... Alright, Remand you can also take out, sure. This guy just... I guess you can also take out like Path and Bold and stuff depending on what the matchup is. But like, for the most part, very select cards are going to go out almost only. Against Affinity though, no problem. Affinity... Remand, you will just take it out. Oh no, Seizan, I'm sure you kind of misunderstood right there. We're just talking in general. Against the Affinity Man, for sure. You will not cut the Electrolyze, and you will cut the Remand. You will cut the Cryptic Command. The combo cards, I don't know. Maybe you'll leave it in. Maybe you cut like the Kiki Jiki, I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking in general.
In general,
why
man.
is this sideboard consisting of so many one-offs and the 1-2 off?
What about Blood Moon against the Affinity Man? That's cheeky, right? He's just totally shut down then.
Yeah, Blood Moon stops all the lands.
Yeah.
So Last does not have to use his removal on the lands. He has some more spare
Fortunately,
lightning
Max
bolts.
already with the basic mountain. Be sure to not color screw against the Blood Moon. So clutch.
Yeah, Last won't...
Again, Max Riedel not holding back, but this Lone Ravager is so vulnerable if there is any path, and there it is. Mountain even is in play, that's it. Ravager just going to the graveyard, no mountain, he just sacrifices it because he knows he doesn't have another land. Last Look Up just easily taking it out, Welding Jar not making any difference. Edge Champion though now, will be surviving for a while. No way almost for Last to kill it, except for the explosives. Maybe he should have sideboarded in the Spark Guide after all to block it. Maybe he did sideboard it in just for that purpose, right? Because I forgot about that. That would be pretty sweet. Spark Guide to just block. The Edge Champion, pretty nice solution. Oh, he definitely brought in Lightning Helix, right?
I don't know, because the Lightning Helix does not do so much against an active Ravager. It's just a worse Lightning Bolt. I think Lightning Helix is for the Zoo matchups against Wild Nacatls, Steplings maybe.
I can imagine you just still want the additional removal, because you just kind of want to kill everything. Yeah, Spellscat subs only Ravager. That's the sad thing. I thought, at least from Last Lookout's perspective, he couldn't know about the Welding Jar. And now, of course, the Welding Jar also an excellent target for this. So, in fact, Maximilian Gredel still having a total of 7 effects that you can redirect. Actually, 8. None in the sideboard. But the Bell's Guide still useful to just block that Edge Champion. Protection from all colors does not include artifacts. So he can just hold it down. Maximilian Gredel looking at this juicy hand. Wear Tear already in hand. Sweet is only out against this kind of Torpor Orb, should it show. On the other hand, no Orb to be seen. Only a one-off as well. Probably going to discard the Snapcaster Mage here, leaving him with still a pretty nutty hand. Maybe even discarding the spell snare instead, depending on his own hand. Like this, oh god, like he will basically, for the foreseeable future, will just have to be content with beating down with the edge champion against this hand. Like nothing else is gonna stick. But Lars still at 15, he can take this a long time. I don't see how. I mean, it's not. Well, it's still possible and stuff, but it looks pretty bad for Maximilian already, just as we thought. He takes the Snapcaster because he doesn't want to deal with the 2-1 as well, since it would be pretty much a copy of whatever is in Lars' hand anyway. But, like, he can just see the writing on the wall, because he has kind of nothing, and, like, no matter what he draws, Lars already has the answer in hand, and he will just keep drawing toward that combo. Splinter Twin right now, Max just banking on the fact that this is never going to do anything, but what if there is just, like, any, I don't know, Deceiver Exarch right away will kill him. Well, not right away, but like pretty much. Maximilian Gredl attacking for 2. The excitement of Affinity. The Nexus making it a little more interesting. Cutting the clock by 1 turn. Where on the Welding Jar? I guess you gotta do it sooner or later, right? Although, no, I probably still would have tried to... I mean, why did he do it now? Only to make this mana efficiency? But, like, is he really going to tap out all this much? Because it would have been better, in my opinion, to try to save the wear and tear until you can bait out the Welding Jar with a bolt. And then you can just be safe from maybe cranial plating that will be top deck. But we don't know. Splinter Twin on Wall of Omens definitely not going to resolve. Galvanic Blast going to blow this shit right out of the water. Last look up, not this time. He will have to rely on manually drawing the stuff from the top. No Keranos either. Has to make totally without personal holding mind. Usually a pretty favorite of his go-to strategy. Draw more cards than the opponent. Why not? No way Affinity is going to keep up so many duds in his deck. Affinity really being like a fragile race car that can just explode at the slightest impact. Spellskite now, of course, the Spell Snared. Paving maybe the way for something else. Maximilian Gredl, no slouch, he has been waiting for this. He knew there was Remand. He knew there was Spell Snare from the Thoughtseize, he remembered it. So now he managed to deploy the plating, and next turn that could even be landing on the what's his name, Edge Champion. Really just killing Last Lookup in 1 turn. And why? We don't know what's going to happen now. Oh, he's going to wear the plating away with his Snapcaster. I don't know about this. Why didn't he wait? I don't know what he was worried about. Like, I guess something could have happened, theoretically. But he might have at least made him waste the mana to equip it. I don't think, like, you could still react to any Welding Jar or whatever. Maybe you'd eat, I don't know, like a Shrapnel Blast. I have really no idea why he did it like this. Anyway, he did it now. Maybe he was worried that there would be Dispel or something. I don't know. There is merits to it. I probably wouldn't have done it. But then again, another thing, just because something has flash doesn't mean you need to sit on it until the last possible second. It gives you more options when to do it. So you can still do it main phase. And last goes for exactly that. Gets rid of the cranial plating, no ifs, no ands, and no buts. And that's pretty cool because otherwise he would have just died maybe. So maybe he's just not taking any risk. Going for straight, ridding himself of it. Even bolting the man then to just cut down on the clock by this Edge Champion, but it's just relentlessly grinding away at Last Lookup's life, down to 9 life already. I think down to 7 life now. Just being attacked. And now Lars, with the damage race, has his own 3-turn clock going on. At this kind of pace, he's going to outpace Maximilian Gredl, winning the damage race. Maximilian Gredl, though, I think he has a second Galvanic Blast in his hand. Although maybe not, because he might have used this to take out the Colonnade right now. Or maybe he's keeping it to take out Lars. Rips another plating spell snare from the top from Lars, though. Oh, still in the game. But there it is. Galvanic Blast finishing him off. He was at 5 apparently. I kind of messed up the score, I guess. So there is that. Maximilian Gredl tying it up. Edge champion just so strong. I've seen this time and time again. Rock Delver has a slightly easier time dealing with him because they can actually make Ancient Grudge so many permanents that there won't be Metacraft anymore. But right now, Edge champion just going all the way. Second Galvanic Blast, taking out Lars in the face. 1-1 is the score. So it all comes down to the game number 3 about who is going to be top 8. The winner of these guys is just going to be top 8 for sure. And the loser is out for sure. The loser will probably still snack like a nice... Let me see the prices over here real quick. He will snack... I don't know, like Snapcaster Mage or something. At least. Which isn't too bad. Still worth way more than whatever you had when you came in. But of course you want to be winning this now. You want to be in the top 8. You want to be playing for those juicy 4 foil Tarmogoyfs. Winning yourself a huge amount of money's worth of cards. Yeah, man. Prices for top 8. Do we have the actual list here? Yeah. I only have kind of the old sheet. Like basically, I think... Kevin, do you have it? Prices for top 8? Actual price for top 8? I think it's hanging like... Maybe they have it? Okay, I sent for it. I will tell you right away, guys. I know that first place is like 4 Tarmogoyfs plus qualification for MKM event plus in first round or something. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. First place 4 Tarmogoyf, second place 40 Shock Duels. I'm guessing 4 of each. Semi-finalist still gets you 2 Cryptic Command, 1 Dark Confident, 1 Liliana of the Veil. Top 8 gets 1 Billion Click, 1 Cryptic Command each. And then for places 9 to 12, it's 1 Snapcaster Mage, 1 Hallowed Fountain. Places 13 to 16, 1 Karn Liberated. And places 17 to 32, still 1 Igmoth Nexus. So that's the price payout for Modern today. All in all, really, man, this is really many euros worth of cards in value. Pretty good. From what I can tell, more than 10 euro per person are going into the prize pool as cards. If you look at the huge venue and the starting entry fee of like 15 euros. What? Really? I've just been told that like 15 each go to the prize pool, so maybe I kind of didn't do the math right. It kind of seemed to me more like it was about 3,000 euro worth of cards that would be in the top 32. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's actually just like net. It would be pretty cool. Like that's the kind of ratio that you should strive for, right? That you should just be like 100% payout. Particularly if you're giving it out in cards. Of course, in cash you couldn't do it. I like in cards, you just kind of generate revenue for yourself in this way. It doesn't cost anyone anything. It's a really sweet deal. For everyone. And last look up the Maximilian Gredl. Each ready to take a bigger bite of it than they're about to be dealt right now, man. If you lose this, so sad. To just go home with this. Why did you take it away already? Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Okay, there we go. We're kicking it off. Maximilian Gredl, Blood Moon in his hand. This is exciting. It might just be that he plays it and last look up is just completely screwed. Manages to have Iden and Stony Silence. This is going to shut Maximilian down. His Darkseer Citadel are not doing shit anymore. Yeah, Max Bloodmoon never going to be able to join the party like this. He's glad that he can still cast stuff, although he can't. Like, this is really abysmal. Stony Silence just shuts you down so good. There is no way. The Blood Moon isn't going to make this any more interesting, I believe. Last Lookout already has an island. If at some point he gets a Plains. But even until then, like, Maximilian Gredl needs to have such good top deck to even be able to be in this game anymore. He needs to draw land that is able to produce mana under any circumstances. Darkseer Citadel isn't going to do it. Springleaf Drum isn't going to do it. Mox Opal isn't going to do it. Fortunately, he has the mountain So kind of he can still spring the Blood Moon on last lookout, but still his threats. I mean, look at what's gonna happen now. 1-1, no ability. Okay. Both get electrolyzed. So strong. No, not both get electrolyzed? Last lookup, disappointing. What a scrub play. Why didn't he just wait and electrolyze both? The Ravager ability was shut down. He couldn't have sacrificed it for modular. The token would have had nowhere to land. That is just really, I don't know what was going through last lookup's head for that. Major decrease in points in my personal rating for this guy. I don't know. Like I'm saying, man, just don't make it obviously wrong. Then it's all good. Yeah, Maximilian Gredel. I'm rooting for him now, but I don't think he can do it. Thoughtseize. Looking at his hand just being Wall of Omens, and what's that, Snapcaster Mage? And like land. What's that real quick? Some sort of, Wall Scourge or something? I don't recognize it. Ah, Game Day promo Wall Scourge. There it is. Arcbound Ravager, fortunately, luckily shut down. Would have totally deserved to get a little more action, and seeing how last lookup casually just left it in play. I don't know why, like what he was thinking. But okay. Like I said, it doesn't do anything, so it's all good in the hood for him right now. Vault Scourge doing 1 damage in the air. I'm sure he can live with it. No need to kill that. Or then again, no need to kill anything anymore. Those Stolen Silences just shutting it down. Maximilian Gredel's Blood Moon. Maximilian Gredel's Blood Moon actually maybe enabling him to still... No, could he still use Darkseid Citadel as Mountain though then? No, right? It still wouldn't work because it's an artifact. Even more Darkseid Citadel, just the blankest of the blank. Yeah, come on, dude. Drop your Steel Overseer. 1-1 power. It's not going to get any better. Just deploy it now. It's not like you're going to win anyway. Just try casting everything you can. Lars has this super in the bag. Cranial Plating, excellent. It just doesn't do shit. Neither does this Mox. Maximilian Gredel. Stone Silence is so brutal now. And Max has no answer. Nowhere. He just has to look at it all day long. And think of happier days. That's it. He just admits defeat. Maximilian Gredel, nothing he can do. Stony Silence in turn 2, such an anticlimactic finish. Maximilian just has nothing. Vault Scourge, no way will carry the win through the lonely skies. Can we go to this other match now though? Right. They are already? Oh man. Apparently even these double door-tastic players stepping it up a notch right now. In game 3 already. Unfortunately, we cannot show you footage of this match. We really wanted to show it. But we will have to wait for the top 8, where we'll kind of see the winner of these two. I really hope it's not going to be this Chris Reichel did this. He's such a slow dude, apparently. I mean, not him himself, but just like his deck, from looking at the list, it just seems to grind forever. Cause so many draws. This guy is deliberate playstyle as well. I rather see the green-red Tron guy in the top 8 than this Grixis control. But like I said, man, I don't really wish defeat on anyone. Yeah, Maximilian Gredel, looking at his cards, wondering where it all went wrong. Yeah, like I said, they're fine. There is game 3, so there's like a 50-50 chance that he will be in the top 8. I can imagine, I don't know really. This dude has Fulminators in the sideboard though, this Grixis guy. No, man. It's not like I don't want this dude to win. It's just I rather want his opponent to win. Hey, I have an agenda here, right? Like, I personally just prefer certain outcomes because of what it means for me. Faster decks in the top 8 means I get to go home sooner, right? Be more fresh for the coverage tomorrow and stuff like that. So always try to look at it from this perspective. I don't know. I know Lars L in person, so I'm kind of glad that he defeated out the Maximilian guy. I know, Kane, it's not. It's not like I'm shitting on him per se. If he were just playing whatever, although kind of maybe you are, I don't know. Yeah, you might be right. I'm a little harsh, but get used to it, people. It's the truth, people. The slow dude, I don't know. If he wins, of course, cool. Congratulations to him. But rather the other guy. Okay, so maybe if we do want the interesting games, maybe we do need this Grixis guy in the top 8. Because for sure it's going to be way more interesting to see this guy manage his removal than to watch the kind of red-green Tron guy not draw into turn 3 can't, whatever. That isn't all this fantastic